My greetings. My name is Zachariah. I'm sharing about the truth from Australia with you. It is a pleasure always for me to talk about the truth. And the good part of it is that the more I talk about the truth, the more I thirst to know the truth. The more I'm eager to know the truth. In fact, the more I hunger for the truth. And that is exactly how I want myself to be. And the other side is the more I see how weak am I when I'm confronted with the truth. And the time has come for me to reveal the truth as it is, as I should think about it, and as you see it, and as I should hear it, and as you feel it. Each time all these things come on me, then that is when my human self manifests. And I wish I could do it the other way around. So that is why I delight sharing the truth with you so that we can strive together. I don't know, some other people's experiences might be different, but I want all those other experiences to be shared. And that is why these episodes are on ground to provoke all and sundry around the globe so that we can begin to share how do you handle the truth? Do you really reflect the truth as you ought to? What are the challenges that confront you when it comes to standing up for the truth? Whether it is at the family level, or at the societal level, or at the state level, or at the national level, or at the scientific level, or at any level at all, when people are talking whatever they want to talk about, you know the truth. How do you stand up for the truth? And how do you defend the truth? So you see, these are the things that we want to hear. And then when we begin to hear this, we encourage one another. Why? Because everybody is an entity of his or her own truth. Nothing defines you more than the truth that defines you. You can lie to anybody, but you can never lie to yourself. You can be dishonest to anybody, but you can never be dishonest to yourself. And even if you steer to your conscience so that you cannot even allow this voice of reason to guide you, I will still tell you that your subconscious level will talk about you. It will talk to you. It will tell you that you are not doing the right thing. You are not saying the right thing. You are not thinking rightly. That is what this subconscious will do. And even if you've marred your conscience, you've gone ahead to mar your own subconscious, the subconscious will still speak. These are the levels that the Creator has marvelously put in every human being, that at the end of the day, we are without a reason for doing the wrong thing out of lies or dishonesty or deception or anything like that. So if you have not subscribed, I will encourage you to subscribe. Go ahead to share it with other people. Let them know that we want to receive personal questions, want to understand what people are passing through. Remember that this is not a fellowship. I'm not organizing a fellowship here. I'm not organizing a teaching session. I'm only organizing an awareness for you and me that the truth beckons us to adequately stand up for it wherever we are. If we are in the truth, we have become the truth believers or the truth bearers. And if we bear the truth or we believe in the truth, we have only one option left to represent it, to shine out for it, to speak it out, to stand out for it, and say it as it is. Of course, the world will hate you. The world will even destroy you. It's a possibility because the whole systems in the world thrive on lies. Almost every system in the world thrives on lies. So that is why it is very, very important. Another thing that I want to quickly let us understand while in this presentation is that the truth has no partiality. It does not show favor in favor of somebody and at the disfavor of another person. No. The truth is directly involved in the creation of everything visible and invisible. And therefore, it cannot hate its own creation. And I want to say it well, and I will keep saying it. The truth has no religion. There's no single religion on earth that promotes the truth. Take it and think about it. If you think that the air has religion, then you are lying. If you think that water has a religion, then you are lying. But we can make religion out of water. We can make religion out of the wind, but not the other way around. And if I say water, for example, the water is for everybody. The air is for everybody. So you can now see. So this is the status of the truth. And I'm glad the truth has created all these things for us so that they can benefit us while we are here on earth. And while we are here on earth, we get set to when we will depart this earth. Because if we toy with the truth, if we reject the truth, if we downplay the truth, don't forget, at the end of our trip in this world, at the end of our journey in this world, the truth will stand before us. The truth will be our judge. And at that point, there will be there's no way you will escape it. So while we are alive, while we are having our being, I want to encourage us all, hearken to the voice of the truth. Listen to it. We don't have any better way to live than to live for the truth. So saying this, it is not out of place to tell us that the truth has no tribe. It has no specific language. I must not know Greek before I know the truth. I must not know Arabic before I know the truth. I must not know Hausa before I know the truth. I must not know maybe Hebrew or any language like that before I know the truth. No. The good news about the truth is that the day it reveals itself, it reveals itself universally. So that anybody who would want to choose to believe in it, you have the option to do so. And it has never imposed itself on anybody. It has never cajoled anybody. It has never asked anybody. Look at the religions of the world that we have today. Some go ahead to kill. Some go ahead to massacre. Some go ahead to commit atrocities against humanity. Some are continuously planning how to destroy other people for the sake of their religion. And each time I talk like this, and I bring Nigeria in view, an African country, and I go right into Nigeria, and I pick the central part of Nigeria, and I go straight in the central part of Nigeria, and I pick up Plateau State. I'm sad to tell you that currently as many as 150 hamlets and villages have been destroyed. The environment turned into something else. The natives of the land have been displaced, and they now have to squat elsewhere, where it is equally unsafe, simply because they want to promote Islam. That is why if you go there now, the current dwellers on these destroyed places are people who adhere to this particular religion. Is that not sad? This clearly tells you that there's no truth in that. Anything that will enhance harm, whether in a deceitful manner, in a covert manner, in a dishonest manner, that will enhance harm against humanity and subsequently the environment, it tells you clearly that there's no truth in it. By the way, it is this, so many systems are on ground that have trapped mankind. Religion is, of course, one of them. And there are other unions and organizations. Some are supra, some are what? They all cap man and hold mankind in bondage in the name of fostering an interest that is headed by a particular truth. And at the end of the day, instead of humanity becoming free, we become enslaved. And I want to say with pains, there are people who delight in seeing the enslavement of mankind. It is their business. And may I even add that there are certain businesses, we have them around us. They don't really have humanity at heart. They have their business at heart. So they can turn you into anything by brainwashing and everything like that, so that at the end of the day, you lost yourself, you lost everything around you. So this is worrisome. One more thing that I will always repeat is that you are an individual. And you are such a unique person that there's none like you anywhere else. And there had never been anyone like you. And there will never be anyone like you. That is the design of the Creator, which you can see it contradicts completely what evolution stands for. Completely. Ideally, a system that is non-living, it can be likened to a robot. And so the production should be monotonous. And so if evolution is anything non-living, then definitely the product should be monotonous. So by that, it means if I am who I am, then there must be somebody like me too. Exactly like me. Who talks like me, who says like me, who thinks like me, who dresses like me, who jumps like me, who laughs like me, who cries like me. Exactly. Every internal and external composition is the same. That should have been the product of evolution. But I'm glad to tell you that this is not so. I'm the only one and one only in the world at the moment. The day I'm no more, no one can become like me, because no one has ever been like me. And no one was currently like me when I was alive. So if that is the case, and we have about 8 billion people around the globe, although it's a population that we can put a lot of question marks around it, but let us assume that it is like that. Then what happens to the truth? It means that there are 8 billion truths in the world, because every human being is unique, and the perception of the world to each individual is different. Even when we pretend we've come from the same state, even when we pretend we've come from the same country, even when we pretend we've come from the same continent, we all individually have different perspectives. Is that not a challenge for us to think about? I want to urge Let us give room to the truth. Because it is in the truth that our true selves can be better seen. All our truths are like sinking sand. They cannot hold water. But the truth comes to give us life. The truth comes to show us the way to have the life. The truth teaches us how to live in now and how to live hereafter. Is that not fantastic? Unfortunately, people who want to live now and forget about their future. And still more unfortunate, some people have decided to forget their past, where they have come from. And so they don't want to even answer the question, where have you come from? Because beyond your natural birth, somebody was behind you in coming into this world. And so you cannot live in this world without that particular person and think that you are living. It can't work. If somebody planned for your coming into this world, somebody purposed for you to be in this world, whether as a male or a female only, the same person wants you to remain in that same person, but voluntarily anywhere. Because the person has not only done it by allowing it to come into this world, but also to plan for you to be somewhere else. We are all on a course, but how will your own course end? I'm sad to say that if your course will end without the truth, then it is most miserable. Then it is most pitiable. Then it is like regretting, I wish I was not born. Let that not be your portion. I want to share this script with you, and then I talk some other things more. Psalm 19. The heavens declare the splendor of Yahweh, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. You know what? If I ask you to raise up your eyes to the sky, what do you see? You cannot describe all what your eyes have seen because you will run short of words. If I even tell you to look right, left, front side, backward, and so on like that, you will stand in amazement. And just think about it. Every single day has a voice for you. As the sun rises and goes down, there is a message for every living being, pointing us to the truth. Pointing us to the truth. Because the voice can never be without a purpose. And just imagine it. In the night, there is a message also pointing us to the truth. So the Almighty uses both day and night to speak to mankind. Even if there are no preachers, there is a way the Almighty communicates with what it has created. And this takes me to why we should be careful with this climate propagandas and everything about climate change and so on and so forth like that. The creator of the universe is directly involved in what it has created. The creator of the universe is directly interested in what it has created. However, if we are careless, we should all come to repentance. That we've been careless with what the Almighty has placed in the universe, and we're turning against it, or we're turning it against us. But when we would not recognize the Creator, and we decide to propagate our own knowledge at the expense of what the Creator is talking, we are on our own. We have downtrodden the truth. And therefore, the truth is not the voice of reasoning on what we are doing. Therefore, climate can only be viewed appropriately under the understanding, our understanding of what the truth is saying. And all that know the truth, they're not careless. All that know the truth, they are conscious. All that know the truth, they are pleased to make everything work around them. All that know the truth, they don't destroy anything, let alone human beings that we can see many religions are propagating. We need to think about that. There's no speech, no language where their voice is not heard. Can we get that verse very well? How many languages are there in the world? I've not counted them, but permit me to say numerous. But do you know what? All these languages have their own descriptions for what they see. And out of what they see and hear, there is a speech that comes back to us to tell us that that thing is not ordinary. Even that stone there is not ordinary. Because the creator of everything has a purpose for putting the stone there. What a message for mankind. So while we have our own speeches and we have our own languages, those things in place, right before our eyes, at the hearing of our ears, at the feelings of our bodies, at the taste of our tongues, at the smell, or at the smell of our nostrils. They speak. They're speaking to mankind. How can you escape and say you never heard about the truth? When everything was and is still positioned for us to get to the truth. I don't want us to miss that. Their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them had Yahweh set a tabernacle for the sun. Now let us hear a little bit about the sun, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and is circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. I love my dear brother, sister, and whoever is listening. Among the marvelous things that the Almighty has created, one of them is the sun. All of us will agree, since we were born, the sun would rise from the east and it will descend to the west. And this has been on for 6,000 to 7,000 years since creation. not the billions that evolution has lied about and we have eaten it. And in this period, the sun has never stopped its movement, except probably what we may say what happened in the days of Joshua, the commander of the army of the children of Israel, that we are told this man asked the sun to stand still for a while because there was much to be done. Minus that, we've never had anybody who, by whatever history there is, that has stopped the sun from movement. And every single day the sun rises from the east and descends to the west. Every single day. And because of this rising and descending, we can now know about our seasons. We can now know about even our own life cycles. We're even timed by the movement of the sun. This rising and going down, going up and going down, has made some of us to live 100 years, 1,000 hours, 50 hours, 50 seconds, 50 minutes. So this has been on for quite a while. Oh, what a wonderful thing. I want to challenge us once again that we can do well and understand this. So the sun is a marvelous body, and we appreciate what the Almighty has done for us. We should be glad and rejoice. I will encourage you to subscribe. We'll have more. Next time, I will be talking about Truth 101A again as a continuation, and I will bring one or more facts for us to appreciate it. Thank you once again, and be blessed. Thank you.